Welcome back. Thank you for staying with the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. On Wednesday afternoon, Viewfort bus drivers took strike action following an incident where they claim a plainclothed police officer misused his power against one of their colleagues. Members of the Grosley and Cicero Minibus Associations say they stand in solidarity with the Viewfort minibus drivers and have criticized the actions of the officer in question.
On Wednesday, October 16, 2019, commuters of the 2H Castries to Viewfort route were subjected to much inconvenience. Many persons were left stranded at either end of the route for several hours due to protest action taken by the Viewfort Minibus Association, following an altercation with one member and a police officer in plainclothes. This incident resulted in the association member receiving several charges, inclusive of resisting arrest and assault of a police officer. Upon his arrest, members of the Viewfort Minibus Association, who had witnessed the incident, demanded his release from police custody to no avail. They alleged that the police officer in question abused his power and further alleged that he threw the first punch. The drivers took protest action by withdrawing their services. Public Relations Officer of the Grosley Minibus Association, Thomas St. Louis, says his association stands in solidarity with the actions taken by Viewfort minibus drivers. He says the approach taken by the police officer in question was unacceptable.
First thing I would like to say is we, the Grosley Minibus Association, is standing in solidarity if any one of our sister or brother association providing that what they're pursuing is in fact illegal and they're fighting a purpose. The incident yesterday where a police officer, an ununiformed police officer, did not identify himself and physically assaulting, one of the members. I think this is not the way police officers should execute their duties. I think this officer should be more diplomatic in the way he do what he does. And something good come out of it as well, because there you see when one of our members are treated unfairly, we get the support of all the other members, which is, I commend them for that. I say kudos to them.
Some say the incident has created a milestone for minibus drivers, demanding the respect of other institutions on island. A member of the Cicero Minibus Association reached out to the Hot 7 team to issue the following message to Viewfort drivers.
Viewfort drivers are the most popular drivers on the island and the best set of drivers, most cooperative set of drivers on the island. Y'all are the best. Bravo. Unity is strength, and the people out there have to support y'all on that strike. That's why what the police did there, it was good just to create that strike. Now that strike is so good because that cannot never happen on any bus stand on the island again. Bravo to y'all, Viewfort drivers. I support y'all 100%. Y'all did well. They will respect us.
Sources say that the arrested officer appealed to colleagues later that day to continue services to commuters. For Hot 7 News, I am Jacques Wooding.
Now, members of the public were affected by the withdrawal of service by the Viewfort bus drivers on Wednesday after the physical incident between the driver and the officer and the subsequent arrest of the driver. We hear from you what you thought of the entire affair.
Today we took to the streets of Castries to get public opinion on the recent altercation between Viewfort minibus drivers and the local police. Here's what you had to say.
Well, one thing I can say, you see in St. Lucia is a country. They believe that when you see police not in uniform, police don't have no right for them to try to stop anything they see that going wrong. And most of the time they see these police, they know it's police that they even, because they don't have uniform or they're not off duty, they find these guys don't have no right. So I'm saying maybe somebody they realize as a police, because who will come and pull a gun out in them the time there without having a license for it? Or actually being a police officer, but still I have to say, well, if they say that the person that got shoved by the police, maybe they took the wrong approach to it, so they should have tried to deal with that better than the way they did it, honestly, to tell you the truth. Alright, so but it's on both of us at the end of the day for us to try to cope with one another and just that we see the right thing get done. You understand? You have the police, you have the citizens, you understand? It's not because one not in a uniform that means one not supposed to try to help a situation.
No driver cannot fix up their problem on their own. It takes the association to help that particular person out. It's just the same way if you have a workers' union representing you alone cannot go and deal your case. It takes the workers' union to represent you and deal that case out. So they're right on target.
Tell the truth, I don't have much to say on that, but you know the law is the law, and if they want to, you know, stand by the law and whatnot, they just have to protect everyone the same way the law have to protect us.
C'est bus driver, 100%. Parce que la police Saint-Lucie, il n'y a pas à cause de moun ces animaux pour yo, pas ni respecté pour moi. Pour moi, si moi j'étais là à l'air, moi je support yo 200%. Parce que c'est pour pièce police pas ni right pour lever gun. Unless you can retaliation like a weapon. Quand on nous exchange, fight et puis à coup là, et bien on wash peut-être li ou ka goumer puis, mais si la main pour la main, ici poser goumer la main pour la main, et qui pas ni pièce droit pour lever la main là. Parce que l'eau Saint-Lucien, police Saint-Lucie, yo aime lever la main en l'air moun. Moi peux quantité de temps, en haut 16 ans la Martinique. Et puis ou pas kay policier qui lever la main en la main pièce nom. Il kay nous si on weapon en la main, et pour faire chalice pour te un coup, il kay lever weapon en l'air. Mais il pas kay toucher weapon pour tirer, pour mettre en l'air.
And that's what you had to say on this story. I am Jacka Wooding for Hot 7 News.
On Thursday, the 17th of October, the Hot 7 team joined students and officials at the annual La Marguerite Festival Ecumenical Service. A teacher from the Ave Maria Primary School says the annual observance of the festival is a critical part of ensuring the preservation of St. Lucia's culture. Jacka Wooding reports.
We are here at the La Clary Church in Castries as we join students in celebrating La Marguerite with the annual church service. Are you guys enjoying La Marguerite so far?
Yes!
We spoke with Trifanelda Dawe, a teacher from the Ave Maria Girls' School, who says this experience has been amazing so far. It's definitely a true opportunity to express our culture to young students.
Well, so far the service is great, and for me it's even more important being that I celebrated as Mama Marguerite as a child in school, and today bringing my students here to celebrate the feast of this set October. You know, it's a day to remember Marguerite celebrating the culture. It's just making me happy. Well, generally, I think it's a good exposure for them, but I believe it should be more. Because a lot of young teachers like myself, we ourselves have to learn it so that we could let them know what to do, so that they would be able to develop the culture and that the culture will not die, so that the church we're in today would be too small to hold persons celebrating the Feast of Marguerite. As we know, the adults are celebrating in Monreport today. So I'm just asking everybody to come out and celebrate. Even if you don't go to the church, even if you don't go to the celebrations from home, you could wear the colors, you could speak to your daughters, you can speak to your sons, and just make the culture be more present in everyone and not just schools and some communities.
As we celebrate La Marguerite, although it may rain, nothing will stop the celebration of this festival. Vive La Marguerite!
This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Stay with us, there's more coming up after the break.